Good evening, good evening, good evening, people. Good evening, good evening. This is Spirit Journey again, my third video for the day. Today is Sunday, March 26, 2023, and it's 8 o'clock on the nose. Wow. Yeah, I'm in bed right now. I had actually gone in here a quarter to 8. And it was real bright outside, really bright. And the sun went down and it got completely black outside at, what's that? A quarter to, what's that? Yeah, just 15 minutes ago. I really enjoy seeing how the sun goes down and slowly the sky gets darker and darker. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love how the lights of the buildings, if you can see further up, see that? Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. Uh, so, yes, I have my mic on, and I'm hoping that the audio is okay. Yeah, I made sure I pressed it in all the way. So let me know if you could hear the audio. I hope it's pretty good. Yeah, I was listening to one of my videos and I see that I'm thinking that I'm talking loud, but it was very muffled. So I apologize for that. And then sometimes when I use the mic, there's technical difficulties and sometimes it doesn't work. So who knows? But I trust this is going to work. Yeah, so how's your day going? Yeah, I stayed home all day today. And yeah, I awakened early and yes, I started watching videos. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that, so maybe just for an hour and then do reading. Yeah, so just the other day, was it yesterday? It could have been yesterday or the day before. I was showing some books. Yes, hello, viewer. Let me know if you can hear the audio. I'm using my mic, my headset, and I hope the mic portion is working well. Please let me know if you can hear me talk. Let me know. But if you can hear me well, just press a 1 for yes. So, anyways, yeah, I stayed in today, and I didn't get any reading done. But it is what it is. And I start to feel a little anxiety. Yeah, I'm very sensitive these days. And more sensitive when I learned that that actor had passed away, Lance Reddick. May he rest in peace. What a handsome guy. And heard an interview with him, and he seemed like a really nice guy. So I'm really sad about that. But either way, I want to talk about 3 topics before I forget. Yeah, I do want to talk about number 45. The number 45, you know what I mean. And I want to talk about what is paradise. Oh, was something else I wanted to talk about. What was that third thing? See, sometimes when I don't say what I want to say in the beginning, I'll forget. Oh, I forget. Oh gosh, what was the third thing? Oh, Uganda. Yeah, okay. Yes, I want to talk about Uganda, number 45, and what is paradise. Let me start with Uganda. Uganda is an East African country, and it's tropical, and I think it has high plateaus there. I really don't know much about the country's history other than its so-called dictators. But you notice with African rulers, whether North Africa, West, Central, East, or Southern, they very rarely have anything good to say about any of the leaders there. And they use the term dictator as if it's a pejorative. But anyways, the latest news that I heard regarding Uganda is it's how do you say this? The the alphabet soup community. I'll say it that way, the alphabet soup community. And that it's setting up new policies, or I should say reinforcing its policies and making the rules stricter. And that people or the government in the USA, where I live, is having a problem with it. And I'm just very dumbfounded why the U.S. has any say or to share its opinions about that country regarding the alphabet soup community. And I remember they were pushing something, well, the U.S. was pushing something with, I think, Kenya. Kenya is right next to Uganda. And they were pushing a narrative there. And I started just thinking a moment ago. Yeah, I heard about that news earlier today regarding Uganda and its stricter policies. I was thinking that, like when they get leaders in countries, and I'm thinking of the U.S., did they bring in number 44 so that they could implement certain things in East Africa? They thought, oh, well, they may have a common ancestry. And so you got to trust him because of his alleged ancestry. And, you should bend your rules or bend your culture, modify your culture to accommodate certain lifestyles. And so, things happen for a reason. Leaders get in to positions, I perceive, because of reasons or agendas. And I'm offended that, see, it's not working so well here in the U.S. regarding certain lifestyles as it pertains to health issues. You like who you like, but I'm thinking about the health outcomes of certain lifestyle choices that's done upon the human anatomy. That's all I'm referring to. And I remember the 1980s, the early 80s, there was an epidemic called HIV/AIDS. It was a deadly disease. And so why would you push something like that on a demographics? And I was told by people who work for the Department of Health, I have to say that, it was the Department of Health representatives. They came to my college. I was a health major in nutrition. And I was a nutrition major. And they were to discuss how the disease affects the body. That's why they came. And how how it discriminates HIV, and that you can have different races of people, but it doesn't affect the races equally. You can have the same behavior. Let's say someone from Europe, a Caucasian from Europe, versus a black person from Africa. They do the identical behavior, but AIDS does not treat them the same. It's not gotten equally. And this is what the representatives of the Department of Health in New York City said. So I'm not talking out of my head. So, with that knowledge out there, and I'm sure that different government representatives would excuse me, would know such information. So why are they pushing? It's like a slap on the hand to Uganda. Like, how dare they have stricter laws pertaining to certain behaviors? Why is this? So I feel that maybe it's something that they want to push because they know that it doesn't treat us equally, and that they want them to get um, these health outcomes. And I'm very sad about that. I'm very sad how someone who's trying to um, keep their culture, keep their people intact, and then to be shamed, ridiculed. And I'm very upset by this. And I'm upset about that some of these countries that they're called names, and it just sounds more pejorative. The word dictator. It just seems like now in the U.S. where I live, and I love my country, and I say that I love my country. I just love certain behaviors that are practices that are done here. Um, I see my country going down the drain. The health outcomes. Yes, hello, viewer. Good evening. Good evening. Please let me know if you can hear the audio. Okay, I have this mic on, uh, attached to my ear set. Please let me know if you can hear the audio well. So, anyways, boy, I hope it's working. So, anyways, I'm saddened. I'm saddened what's happening here in the United States, the country I love, country of my birth and raised here. Uh, it seems like someone is trying to become a dictator here. We're pointing a finger about Africa, the continent of Africa, but look what's happening here in the U.S. It seems to be becoming more and more dictatorial, and I think um, its financial institutions are up to something. I was listening to a video of this man who, oh, I forget his name. I don't even know who it was when I listened to it, but it was about the current financial institutions. Well, earlier this month, three banks um, fell under, and this particular man living in Hawaii believed. Oh, it was mentioned that in 2026, that is predicted that only six financial institution companies, banksters, will be open, will be in existence, something like that. The top six. And how I take that is, see, I believe what's happening. It's an incrementation of, it encroaching on our liberties, our freedoms, and that NWO, and that by seizing control of the banks, like you have this small little fish that are swallowed by the bigger one, which is swallowed by even bigger one, and so on and so on. And I think that's all what's happening. And ultimately, you're going to just have just a handful of banks that are going to be in total control. And that if you don't do what they say with this, what is that? That digital currency or something like that. See, it's a takeover. It is a takeover. And it's like it's being led to be happening. I don't know what we can do about it. But some people may think, hey, those big guppies out there, those large fish, those sharks, aren't those dollars ours? If you have a bank account, that money is yours, and it's the bank that loans out your money. What if people just say, I want to switch banks? Or, I'm not going to use, what do you call it, credit cards, but you use cash. Yeah, the guy in Hawaii was saying that he took out a $50 bill to pay for something, and the store had said, "Oh, well, we don't use cash." So the guy said, "This is legal tenure, something like that." And then the guy said, "Oh, okay, well, give me the money, and then I'll put it on my card." That he will pay for the item. So it's like he's being reimbursed. He's being handed the 50, and then he's going to put it on, the store is going to put it on their card. My goodness. In some neighborhoods in New York City, poorer communities, did you know they use a lot of cash? A lot of cash. I went to a store. I mean, like the big establishments, they use, credit cards and all that. But those new places, usually they're stores from immigrants, they use cash only. So I said, wow. So with this new possible digital currency, what about those neighborhoods that are using cash right now? Or what about people who do things that are not on the up and up, if you know what I mean? It's cash only in that type of business. So I don't know how that's going to work. And I'm thinking places like the African continent, when I was going to move to Rwanda, what about a place like that? I was told the masses of the people there, cash only, cash only. So I think who's really going to be affected by this digital currency? Yes, so good evening, good evening. Hope you guys could hear on this channel. I hope this mic is working. Hope the mic is working. Let me know if you can hear. Yes, so I was going to say not. Yes. So what are those other countries going to do in Africa or Asia or let's say South America? What are they going to do? So I think this is all. So they make you feel that it's going to be 100% of this digital, but some places don't have that technology, or the people really don't make much of anything. That it's not worth their while. It'd be really interesting, and I'm wondering whether people should they move? Should they move to locations that don't rely on debit cards, credit cards, and are cash based, or maybe they do bartering? That's appeals to me to some degree. Um, yeah, I want freedom, and they're going to hold your money like a ransom. I feel if they're going to limit what you can buy. I heard like gasoline. Oh, you uh, drove too far, so you got a gasoline guzzler. We're not gonna uh, allow you to buy more gasoline. I mean, this is ridiculous. Why these people want to control? It's very, very problematic for me. Yeah, I know I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, but what? Everything's related to everything, I think. So that's with Uganda and everything that people's people's rights and people's rights in Africa are not being respected. And, you know, I dare them. I dare these people that are poo-pooing Uganda's measure to um, keep its people safe from certain diseases by modifying, oh, I should say, limiting what they do to their own bodies. They don't, they want to prevent certain diseases. But I dare some of these nations, the U.S. and the like, to go to countries like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, North Africa. I dare them to go into those Islamic countries and impose their standards and to allow certain behaviors. I dare them. See, they're not afraid of Africans, so called Africans, but they're afraid of Arabs. They're afraid of them. They don't dare try to force that certain lifestyles. They don't dare do that. So, but they do this to sub-Saharan Africa. Shame on them. Shame on people who are. It's just cowardice. Oh well. So the next thing I want to talk about. Okay, I mentioned about Uganda. On number 45. Now, number 45, his administration, I heard some news. Again, it could be just I think it's just another smoke screen again. Another smoke screen. And why? Why are they doing this? Um, that allegedly number 45, there was a thumbnail on YouTube that someone put up that showing a picture of number 45 with a bat, baseball bat, and saying, allegedly saying, verbal, what could be taken as a verbal threat to, um, I think it was it could have been the district attorney of New York City. Um, is this for real? Is this for real? Only thing I can really say is don't believe the hype. I mean, it's just getting out of control, I think. Is this real, or did someone just create a thumbnail? You know, these days people could put anybody's face on anybody's body holding any type of item. Why would something like that be said? And remember last week, the number 45 said that he uh, was to be arrested or something like that. And nothing of the sort happened. So was it that did they just did the system just back away? You know, back off of him? You know, what is real? Was this something that was a real consideration? I know that something about indictment, but how many? I don't know. Is this all just a smokescreen? And when is it going to stop? When are we just going to learn how to just focus on keeping America clean, getting the garbage off the street, getting the drugs off the street, quality of life? This is a fantastic country, but we're pulling it down. Its standards are just going down. We need prayer of people. This country needs prayer. We need prayer. We need to look within ourselves and try to be a better version of ourselves than letting all these distractions happen. First, it was a health crisis for the past 3 years. And then the name calling, that was another issue. What's really happening behind the scenes? What is really the true issue if all this is just a smokescreen? What is it that they don't want us to see? Now, that's the real question. That is the real question. I don't know how to answer it, but I think it's just a conglomeration of things that I think they really are trying to initiate the NWO. Should I be afraid? You know, I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid of this. If it's just going to, you know, I don't like people, you know, this cat and mouse game, and I don't want to play it. If you're going to do it, do it. That's all I say. I just can't stand this. But be careful what you do because what you do could fall back on you. Just saying. Yeah. And it's hearing news like this, like number 45, allegedly what number 45 has said and gestured. Yes, hello again, viewer. Let me know if you can hear my content. Is the audio loud enough? Please let me know. If you can hear the audio clearly, please type a 1. I appreciate it for feedback. I don't know what's going on. Looks like it's plugged in all the way. Well, I'll find out sooner or later when I finish this. Yeah, I know there was something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that was number 45. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Now, I already talked about Uganda, talked about number 45. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, God. I can't stand when I don't remember everything I was going to talk about. What was the third thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah, the books. Let's see. Was it the books I wanted to talk about? Yeah, I did buy some books the other day, and I want to focus more. I think I need to just do more reading. Um, it's getting so stressful, and I think they're relying on us to watch these videos and get stressed out, and I don't need this. So yeah, I bought some books. I want to try to develop my mind more. Got books on math. This book on what's that? The book of what called that? The Emerald Tablets. Oh, what else? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to reading them and being entertained and get some interesting information. I think also I need to. Well, I stayed in all day today, but I think I would like to spend more time outside. I think that might be a good approach as an alternative of sitting watching videos. I think I want to stay out more in nature and maybe bring a backpack, bring some goodies like some fruits, and my dogs, bring my dogs with me and bring their kibble and water, and to have a great afternoon, great morning and afternoon. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I hope the weather will be getting warmer tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I can't think of anything else that I can't stand when I forget stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah, I don't really remember what else, but if it's important, it'll come to me later, and I can always talk about that um, in a later video. But I just needed to talk a little bit more and just kind of unwind because I was feeling a little stressed. But when I look at this beautiful light, these buildings with the lights on, I find it so relaxing. And so it's my way of also sharing how beautiful the world can really be, you know? And it's reminding me that in darkness, there's always light around the corner, right in front of us, right? So that's what it reminds me of. There's dark and light at the same time. So it's balance. Yeah, we need more balance. So I thank you for listening, and let me know if you have any comments on some of the things I talked about with number 45. as it pertains to Uganda's new stricter rules, and anything else. So I thank you for this wonderful moment. Peace, love, and joy to you. And you have a safe, safe evening. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye bye.